Now, I want you guys to pay attention and remember a few things that I highlighted before.
Any policy that will benefit black people will benefit all of society. Let's be clear about that. Let's really be clear about that. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm going to do something that's only going to benefit black people. No.
Another one.
Yeah, well, the Democratic Party for a very long time, not just this election cycle, has been doing a lot of active outreach around South Asians, around the API in general, and will continue to do it. I mean, what we know in particular when you're talking about the South Asian community, we're talking about the Indian community more specifically, it is a growing community in the United States in terms of its voting bloc, in terms of its participation, and I think the party knows that and knows that this is part of our collective community, and there needs to be outreach and inclusion.
And certainly you could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
You could become the first Indian senator in U.S. history, which would be quite an accomplishment.
Not good.
Another one.
And can I just say, for black women, this has been really a proving moment for their political strength in carrying Joe Biden to the Democratic nomination through the primary. Black women did that. And I think seeing a black woman on the ticket with Joe Biden on the cusp of this moment, I think is something that will go down in history because this has never happened before. And not only would black women put Joe Biden in the White House, but they would also put a black woman in the White House as well. And that is the sort of historical poetry that I think we will live with for a long time, in addition to the fact that Donald Trump's political career began with the racist birther lie. It may very well end with a black woman in the White House.
So obviously with the clips, and again, this is not AI, this is not any of the things chat GPT, right? This is fake news, it's fabricated, right? A lot of the stuff that people want to sit up there and say, they cannot say. These are words that came directly out of Kamala Harris's mouth. And you also have some black women out there with platforms that specifically stated that Kamala Harris is what? A black woman. But when asked about reparations, she specifically stated that she is not going to say that she's only going to do something for black people. Why? Because whatever she does for black people is going to affect all Americans, right? So she's not going to do that, even though we've had bills for the Jewish community. We've had bills directly for the Asian community, or Asian AAPI. We've also had legislation done for the LGBT, three specific groups who have had things done specifically for them. But again, when it comes to black Americans, we can't seem to get that. So let me know what you think about the clip that you are about to hear in the comment description below, and let's get into it.
Some of your own supporters, including Republicans on Capitol Hill, have labeled Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket, as a DEI hire. Is that acceptable language to you? And will you tell those Republicans and those supporters to stop it?
How do you define DEI? Go ahead. How do you define
diversity, equity, and inclusion?
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Is that what your definition?
Give me
a definition then. Would you give me a definition
DEI.
of that? Give me a definition of
Sir,
that.
I'm asking you a question,
No,
a
you
very
have to
direct question.
Define it for me, if you would.
I just defined it, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is only on the ticket because she is a black woman?
Well, I can say no. I think it's maybe a little bit different. So I've known her a long time indirectly, not directly very much, and she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always identified as a black woman. She went to a historically black college.
I respect either one, but she obviously doesn't, because she was Indian all the way, and then all of a sudden she made a turn, and she became a black person.
Just to be clear, sir, do you believe that
I think somebody should look into that too when you ask continue in a very hostile, nasty tone.
It's a direct question, sir. Do you believe that Vice President Kamala Harris is a DEI hire, as some
I
Republicans
really don't
have
know.
said?
I mean, I really don't know. Could be. There are some. And
Now, I just want to state this: love them or hate them, the main point is the point, and it is the fact. Again, whether you don't like them or agree with them, however it is, or maybe you're in the middle, the fact of the matter is he is correct in what it is that he stated. He was like, "Hey, I didn't even know she was black." How could you not know that she was black? Trump? Well, because originally her main platform was Indian. That's what she went as. She was AAPI. That is what she was publicly known as, what she went for, what she described herself as. This is why I showed you the clip before when you had an Indian reporter deciding to interview Kamala. And he said that, hey, you might be the first, Indian such and such and such. And she said, we'll see, or maybe however she wanted to sit up there and word it. But that was her basically okaying and identifying and saying that you are correct. I am Indian. But the funniest thing is, even with this truth directly in front of the face of people, the black woman who was there to ask the questions directed towards Trump wanted to go over the whole situation. She wanted to act like those things were never stated. She wanted to act like that wasn't the main point. She wanted him to just focus on this one thing because she was looking for this one main gotcha moment. Aha, see, yeah. But it's funny seeing her frustration and all of this when she originally opened up and stated this.
Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket.
Another one.
Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket.
Another one.
Vice President Kamala Harris, who is the first black and Asian American woman to serve as vice president and be on a major party ticket.
So we heard that, right? We heard specifically what she identified Kamala Harris is. That's two different groups, two different racial groups into one person, correct? So how is it that we go from that to this type of attitude?
she was always of Indian heritage, and she was only promoting Indian heritage. I didn't know she was black until a number of years ago when she happened to turn black, and now she wants to be known as black. So I don't know, is she Indian or is she black?
She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black woman.
I
She went to a
respect either
historically black
one.
college.
I respect either.
Another one.
She has always
But you know
identified
what?
as a black
I
woman. She went to a
respect either
historically black
one.
college.
I respect either.
So again, I just wanted to repeatedly show that this isn't ChatGPT, this isn't AI, this isn't some type of digital anything. This actually took place, and you have this quote unquote black woman who was sitting there in front of a man who may just become the president of the United States for the second time, and she gets an attitude as if he's coming at her the wrong way. She's getting an attitude as if she has to defend her best friend, her actual real life sister, over some type of gossip. Like, this is crazy. Like, why so much attitude? You're supposed to be professional. Conduct yourself as that. Why are you giving such attitude for no reason? Like, it's crazy to me. He stated a fact. You wanted to respond emotionally in a professional setting. It's ridiculous. Again, this is why a lot of people don't get interviewing jobs. This is exactly why, because you have far too many people that want to get emotional. So she stated that because Kamala Harris went to a historical black college, that makes her black. So let's go by that logic. Can white people go to HBCUs? Yes, white students can attend an HBCU. In 2016, white students made up 11.4% of the undergraduate population across HBCUs, although historically black colleges and universities were created to meet the needs of black students. Diversity provides an opportunity for cross-cultural learning. So that was back in 2016 when you had 11.4% of the undergraduate population across all HBCUs were Caucasian. So they're not even Caucasian because they're going to, by her logic, because they're going to an historically black college, black university, that makes them black. See how that works? See how when you apply the logic to other things within the same frame, it seems completely stupid, nonsensical, illogical. Look at this. Look at this. Like I said, this is complete and utter madness. Complete and utter madness. But like I said, it is what it is. Like I said before, some people will get the point. Some people will totally miss the point. And yeah, there you have it. Again, I'm a little bit lost. I'm a little bit confused on how it is that people can get so lost in the sauce. Literally, people are just looking at this from an emotional standpoint, and they're not trying to make any strong logical judgment calls based on logic, based on things that will actually pertain to them, meaning that, hey, the economy is going to be better, job situation is going to be better, education is going to be better, the healthcare is going to be better, life in general is going to be better. They're not looking at any of that at all, at all. And yeah, like I said, I don't know specifically what it is that people are going to do. As I've stated to people before, you know, you can always focus locally when you deal with voting. Who are the people that you can touch, see, smell, and hear? Your judges, the DA, the police chief, fire department, whatever that is mainly important in your town or your city or your state. You can clearly vote for those people. And again, at any moment in time within a year, you can actually have the an appointment or a potential chance of actually meeting those people, you know, throughout a year versus the president of the United States. Good luck. Good luck on, you know, on actually doing that. But anyways, if you made it this far in the video, let me know what you guys think about the video and everything that I stated in the comment description below. And as always, peace, love, and stay tuned for the next video.